Welcome to Level Up Russellville, the show where we explore the great things happening to Russellville and the Arkansas River Valley. Sit back, relax, these opportunities are real, and you might even be able to take advantage of them yourself. Enjoy the episode.
Well, my name is Haleigh Austin. I work at the River Valley Child Advocacy Center here in Russellville. So a big part of my job is I am the prevention education specialist there. So that's a big title for basically saying that I handle all of our prevention in the schools. So I go into a lot of the school districts in Pope, Yale, and Johnson County, and do a lot of different prevention depending on age, what grade they're in, all different things like that. And then I do all of our community outreach. So I do lots of different booths in the community to get information out there to parents or just anyone that takes care of children. I do civil groups, so like Lions Club, all of those groups. I go and talk to them, trying to get them to get involved, and also just to get our name out there. And then I talked to...
Well, can I ask you how long you've been doing this?
So in February, it'll be 3 years for me.
How did you find yourself working with RVCAC?
So actually, two of other employees that work there go to church with me, and they knew that I was looking for a job in this type of career because my background is in like community service and also like child welfare, things like that, because I'm actually going to school to be a therapist. So they knew that and they were looking for someone. So they asked me if I wanted to join, and I went and interviewed and got the job. So it's really not your typical applying and all of those things. Yeah. We're really big on like, we call ourselves the nest at our job because we have to have that community in order to do what we do. We have to have that support within the work environment to do what we do. So,
what did you know about the organization before you joined?
I knew nothing.
Okay, so let's put yourself back in that mindset of knowing nothing. What is RVCAC? At a simple level, what do y'all do?
We support children who have gone through a traumatic event is what we do. In the simplest of terms, that's what I would say. We are the advocates. I mean, it's in our title. We advocate for children to get the best type of care after the traumatic event has happened to them. And then what we're working on with my part of the job is trying to get as much information out there to prevent the traumatic event from happening. Yeah.
In the past, we did some interviews with some advocates and heard some stories. We'll link those down below, but it's pretty heavy stuff that y'all deal with on a daily basis.
Yes.
How do you manage that?
Like I said, like the work environment is so crucial. I don't think I could do what I do without the support of my coworkers and being able just to talk through the case. We always have what we call our pre and post huddle. So before the child gets there, we meet with the advocate and the investigator, and we talk through what we're about to do. And then afterwards, we always debrief and get it all out so that hopefully we don't take it home and think about it too much. And we talk about it like we talk about it at lunch. Like anytime we need to talk about things, we just do it. I mean, I have cried, I've laughed, I've done everything at that job that have had my coworkers to support me in that. Because like you said, this job is really hard. We hear some very graphic and uncomfortable things from children, and you would never imagine the things that would come out of children's mouths, but they do. And so just wanting to have that support within the community of our work. So that's even our partners like law enforcement, DCFS, Arkansas State Police Crimes Against Children Division. We all have to be a team to support one another.
Absolutely. I think the community just at large owes y'all at least the duty of paying attention to what you do. I bet it's hard to talk to people about this sometimes because some people just don't want to hear it. Oh,
yeah. And that's something that I've had to really figure out the best way to talk with people in the community about what we do, because they don't want to hear. They want to just say, "Oh, okay," and walk away. I mean, it's a really hard thing, and I get it, because I probably was one of those people before I got into this work was I don't want to hear about those things. But it's so important that you get some type of information, some type of resources, because it can happen to anyone and everyone. It does not just stick to a certain class, an economic class, or anything like that. It can happen to anybody.
Yeah, there's no. I remember us talking about that before. There's no. Doesn't matter if you go to a private school or you're from a well-off family, but you see this just all across.
All across, yeah. So it's something that when I first got started, my boss, Marilyn, we have to make sure that you can handle, what you're about to go into. And so part of the interviewing process, I guess, was I watched an interview that Marilyn did with a child to make sure that I could handle the information, because as an interviewer, that's what you're doing, is you're talking with kids about their traumatic event. And so I had to make sure that I could handle that. And I took a couple of days to one, pray about it, and also just to make sure personally I could do this and handle it for myself, but also for the kids that I'm serving. I don't want to not be able to handle it for them as well.
Yeah. Must have been a big decision. And how long have you been doing the interviews now for? 3 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you've been doing prevention education and interviews the whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. So when it comes to the educational services, you're getting out there in schools. You mentioned the Lions Club, other groups. So people that are listening to this right now that may run a business or be a part of a church, an organization, a school, what would you like them to know?
To reach out to me. I would love to come out and give you any type of training, and rather that be mandated reporting training. I have trainings just specifically for community people, just for anybody to listen to. That's called Darkness to Light. Anything that you think that you need as far as prevention for child abuse, I can do. And I can tailor anything to your group. And everything that we do is free. So,
what is the value of the training?
To have knowledge. The biggest thing that people don't have is knowledge of what are the signs, what to look for, how do you report? If you see something, what do I do next? And so being able to have those tools for any child that you come in contact with, that if you see something, you're saying something.
And is it possible that there's preliminary signs you can notice this before it really escalates?
Yes, there are some things. I mean, I can't give you a handbook that says this is exactly what you're going to see, and if you see this, then you're going to report. Every child is different. They present their symptoms in different ways, and some kids don't present anything. They'll just never say anything and act perfectly fine. So there are some things that, as far as sexual abuse and physical abuse and things like that, that there are signs, but they're not 100% this is what you're going to see.
Right. Could we get into some of those signs for people listening right now?
Yeah.
What are some things you'd suggest just at large? You notice these things, maybe take a closer look.
So with sexual abuse, depending on the age of the child, they'll present differently. But if with your little ones, bedwetting once they've already been potty trained, abdominal pain, touching in an inappropriate way. If they're acting out on another child, then that is another big sign that something may have happened to them. We get that all the time where juvenile offenders, so kids offending on another child, and then we interview that juvenile offender because and a lot of times something has happened to them that then they're able to disclose what happened. And so those would be some of the ones for sexual abuse. I mean, physical abuse, unexplained bruises in areas that, you normally wouldn't get a bruise if you fell down or something like that. The thing about people who are offending on kids, they are they're not dumb. Like they know what they're doing, and so they'll hit them or things like that in ways that most people wouldn't notice that is something that's happening to them. So let's see. There's a lot of different ones. I can't think of them off the top of my head, though.
And the offenders, more than often, they're someone you already know, family member or friend.
Yes. So 90% of the time, it is somebody that they know, love, and trust. So it is only 10% of the time that it's from a stranger. And that's what the public really thinks, is that, oh, it's only going to come from a stranger. And when I'm in the schools and I ask that question, like a true or false question to the kids, and majority of the time, they're like, oh no, it's strangers. And I have to explain to them that it's not, that it is people that they know. They need to be paying attention to everyone that they have contact with, not just people that they don't know.
Is there, something as a parent, I got 2 boys, how can I be confident that the people I bring around my kids are safe?
I would always say, trust your gut. I teach this to the kids too. Your intuition is going to help you so much. If you have a feeling about somebody that you're just like, I don't know, I just don't know about that person, listen to that. Even if it's someone in your family, listen to that. I would always say you need to be supervising your kids, even if with other kids, cousins, friends, they always need to be supervised, because a lot of incidents, especially with juvenile offenders, it's happening when the parents aren't paying attention. Like if we'll go to your room and play with them, they need to be supervised. Even at family gatherings, supervised. And that's just so you as a parent or a caregiver is paying attention not only to the younger kids or the other kids in the home, but also the adults that are there.
It's definitely heavy stuff that you have to deal with on a daily basis. And for people out there that, have an organization, whether it's a school, church, group, how can they get in contact with you to set up free, and this is for adults and children, right? Either or.
Either or. So my email is, do you want me to say my email?
Go ahead. Okay. You can say that.
My email is Haleigh, HALEIGH, at rivervalley.org.
Rivervalley.org?
Yeah, rivervalleycac.org.
There we go.
Yeah. I was like, wait, no, that's our website. So Haleigh at rivervalleycac.org. And then our website is www.rivervalleycac.org. And then our number is 479-498-4747. So.
Thank you, Haleigh. And for everyone listening to you can go down below and there's some more videos and recorded stories from advocates, so you can listen to that as well, learn a bit more. Thank you, Haleigh, so much for joining us. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, I think that was good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by our partners and collaborators in the Arkansas River Valley. If you've enjoyed this episode, visit rvtownsquare.com. Give us an email, a text, a call. Let us know who you want to see on the show next. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.